Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel series of Programming Hub. Okay, so in this series of C programming, we are going to understand our next program, which is based on the different types of topics, and then this these are all the extra programs of my series. Means these are not on the very concept which I have explained earlier in my whole lecture series, but these are the kind of very much small program, easy to understand, but very much useful in the syllabus when you are dealing with the C programming. Okay, when you are dealing to complete the basics of the C programming, then these programs are very much useful to understand. Okay, so without wasting the time, let's get started with our programs. So here I have already write all the programs which are almost three programs, okay, which are useful to understand, so that you can make yourself ready to understand the complications of the different C program. You can now able to, if you have seen all of my video of the C programming, then you are now easily able to understand each and every concept of C program. So now you are able dealing with the how to make the complicated programs by yourself. Okay, so these are the basic type of programs that but very much necessary to understand important programs, or I say. Okay, these are kind of programs which are in its own form only. So as you can see, here is the first program which in the comment line I have already written. This is a program which is using the ternary operator instead of if else. Okay, so up to now in my most of the lecture, in most of my videos, I have used the if else statements. Okay, so now instead of if else, to get the shorter program, to get the shorter length of a program, we are going to use the ternary operator. Okay, in this program. Okay, so here is our hash include standard input output and console input put both library function, and then our main function void main. Okay, and after that here is a opening curly brace of our main function, and here I have assigned integer data type, and inside that I have assigned two variables with its values also. You can also write scanf, use the printf and scanf function to write, so that the user can write any values, user can give any values to variable a and b. But here I have used the compile time initialization, that's why I have given the values to my variables here also, here only. Okay, after that clear screen command, so that I don't want any previous result of my on my output section window. Okay, here is our main ternary operator. This whole line is our ternary operator. Instead of if else statement, you have to just write this whole line. Okay, so how this works, I'm going to explain you. So first of all is the when we use the if, then after that if we have to write the condition. So here for you have to first write the condition a greater than b, then question mark. Okay, if this a is greater than b, means if this condition is true, then our system is going to print out the first statement. And what is the first statement? It is a is greater than b. Okay, if the condition is not true, means b is here greater in our case, if b is greater than a, then what happens? Here is our colon, not a semicolon, it is a colon. Okay, so system is going to print the second statement, and here the second statement is b is greater than a, and at the end is semicolon. Okay, so if this condition satisfied, then system is going to print the first statement. If the condition does not satisfy, the system is going to print the second condition. Okay, this is how we can using the ternary operator instead of if else statement. And at the end, here is our get ch and closing curly brace. If we are using this if else statement, it becomes lengthy type of program, means it looks lengthy. Okay, that's why we use ternary. Most of the time we use the ternary operator, so that we can decrease our length of the program. Okay, I'm just going to run this program and see the results. Here in our case b is greater than a. Okay, suppose I am changing the values, and see, here I am going to take a b as a 9. Now again, here we get the value a is greater than b. Okay, this is how instead of if else you can use ternary operator. Okay, now I have to explain the second. I'm going to explain the second program, and before that I have to make this whole as a comment line, so that it will not interrupt in our second program. Okay, and for giving the multiple command line, I have to make a backslash. Here you can see backslash star. After that, whatever the statement you want to write, and at the end star backslash again. Okay, this is how you can make a multiple command line. Here's our second program, which I have already written but made it as a command line. Okay, so I have to just delete the first of all these lines. Okay, this is program of write a program which is addressing a variable, means it is going to show whatever the variable user have written, whatever the value the programmer have given in the system, then that value gets a particular address in the whole system. Okay, in the whole computer language system, that value is somewhere stored. Okay, so in through this program we are going to see where that value is going to be stored in the computer system. Okay, so this is a kind of not this kind of program is not useful in the regular C programming in type work, but this program is not necessary to be understand, but if you understand you can easily go through the concepts of C programming, and it will make your mind richer in the knowledge of C programming. Okay, so I suggest you to see it one time and just execute it at 1 or 2 times so that you can easily understand the concept, all the concept. Okay, so that your basic becomes strong. Here's our hash include standard input output and console input output, the library functions, and after that void main function. Okay, here's an opening curly brace of a void main function, and then I have passed two data types, integer and float. Inside that I have passed two variables a and b with the values 5 and 6.9 respectively. And after that, here is our clear screen command so that we don't want any previous value in our output section. After that, here is our printf slash n backslash n means for next line. Okay, and percentage d, oh it's backslash n percentage d a. Okay, so I'm here, what I'm going to do, I want the value of a to be printed at the output section, and after that percentage x. Okay, for getting the address of any variable you have to write here percentage x. Okay, and then and a. So the syntax of scanf is same as this printf. So instead of any percentage d, you have to just write percentage x and then and a, means here the system knows that here you want to write the address of particular a variable. Okay, or if you don't want to write percentage x, you can also write percentage u. Okay, instead of percentage x you can write percentage u. These both are same type, these both show you the address of any variable. Okay, and here is our printf percentage f b, means here I want to get the result of b variable result. Okay, so the system going to show me 6.9 value, and here printf percentage x and b means here the system shows me the address of the b variable. Okay, at the last gtch and closing curly brace of my main function. I'm just going to run this program and get the desired result as I want. So here first a is equal to 5 we get, and the address of that variable inside the system is saved as triple f4, and the float variable is written as triple f0. This is how system is storing the each and every value. Okay, so I'm just exiting from the, so this is how we can get the address of any variable. I have told you these are not necessary types of program, but you can easily understand this program, and once you understand, you don't have to make this program. It's not compulsory, and these are not in the syllabus of anything, but it's for the educational purpose only. It's for information purpose. Okay, these programs are not used anywhere. Okay, and here's our today's last program. Okay, as you can see on the screen, this program all about for showing the size of the variable. Now what is the size of variable in bytes? Okay, I have already represented in bytes. So whenever you write any with integer data type या character data type or float data type or many different type of data types like character, float, double, integer, and these particular data types reserve some value, some memory in the computer system. Okay, so how much memory these particular data types variables uses in from this program, we are going to get that result only. So these are hash includes standard input output, console input output, and void main function, and the opening brace of void main function. Okay, here is our integer data type. First of all, I is equal to 100, which I have assigned. Character data type, C is equal to star. Float data type, F is equal to any value, you can write any value, 56.78 in my case, and then clear screen command for so that we don't want any clear result in my output section. Okay, here is our I am going to printf each and every. So first of all, printf size of an integer is percentage d. Here execution is like that, percentage d and comma, and after that whole words in combined, size is size of, and then brackets, and then the variable name. Okay, for integer data type I have written the variable as I, so size of I. Secondly, for character, size of C. I have written percentage D in all because the output, whatever we get out the output section, is in the numeric form only. That's why I've used percentage D. Okay, beside of what the character, what the data type you have selected. This is all are the type of bytes or the storage capacity. So these are in numbers only. That's why I use percentage D here in all the three, as you can see. Okay, so percentage, size of I, size of C, and size of F at the last. Okay, and at the last GTCH and closing curly brace of our main function. Now I'm just going to run this program and see what happens. Okay, so as you can see here, size of an integer is 2, size of a character value is 1, and size of a float is 4. What is mean? It means integer data type stores, integer data type variable store 2 bytes memory in a particular system, and character data type store 1 byte memory in a particular system, and float data type, float variable store 4 bytes in the system. Okay, this is how you get how much memory these all variables take in the whole system. Okay, so this is all for today, and thank you guys for watching my with this video, and sure to like, subscribe, share to my videos, and sure to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching this video again, and thank you guys for all of your love that you have given to my lecture series. Now this lecture series comes to an end. There are only now I think 1 or 2 programs remaining. So thank you for your love and support that you have given me so far while whole lecture series. And again, thank you. I have no words to say. Thank you for all that you have given, your love, support, your understanding with me. Okay, so once again, thank you to all. Now I'm just exiting from this turbo, obtain the shortcut key for that is Alt X. I don't want to save anything.